Sustainable Development Goals propose the fifth goal, gender equality, which is devoted to promote gender equality in our lives. Let's invite Stanley International School to report.
Thank you, Liti Valuable School. And now we'll be talking about gender inequality problems during the pandemic, which is women's mental health issues. Next, please. Mental health issues has been a severe problem for women during the pandemic, which was led by the increasing rate of women's unemployment and the need of childcare. We'll be first focusing on how women's unemployment increased during the pandemic. The major cause of women keep losing their jobs is the large amount of women who are non-regular workers. Regular workers in Japan, for example, are strongly protected from being fired or laid off, while non-regular workers are not. In 2014, 53% of employed women are non-regular workers, while men being 14.1%.
One major point under the topic of women's rights is childcare. This graph displays data of a survey asked to parents with little children with the question, under the COVID-19 pandemic, when the schools are closed down, which parent mostly looked after your child? From the data, it can be analyzed that 79% of women answered themselves, and 84% of men answered that it is their partner, meaning the wife. From this survey and from our daily lives, it is not questionable that most people believe it is orthodox for the mother to mainly take charge of childcare.
In many Japanese households, women are responsible for housework, childcare, and caring for the elderly. Originally, there were inequalities between men and women, such as the wage gap. But the pandemic has caused more women to lose their jobs and suffer physical and mental abuse than ever before. In fact, about 70% of those who lost their jobs were women, and women feel emotionally trapped by unemployment, unstable economic life, excessive childcare, and other problems choose to commit suicide. According to data, this year, 2021, the number of suicides in Japan has increased by about 83% for women and 22% for men compared to last year.
Thanks for the speech from千里International School of Fancy Gakuin, and we are going to talk about the action plan.
Our action plan will be divided into three parts: governments, organizations, and students. Now, we are going to talk about the action plan of governments. Under the impact of the COVID-19, women who are already disadvantaged in the workplace need more help. As far as unemployment rate is concerned, women are more likely to be unemployed than men, especially in industries that are mostly by women and cannot be replaced by distance working, such as tourism, nursing, catering, and so on.
Because under the epidemic, the business is not good. The income of the traders are reduced. Therefore, they are unable to pay employees' salaries regularly. So the traders will choose to fire them. Thus, we believe that the government should subsidize the traders rather than the laborers. If the economy problems can be solved, the traders do not have to fire employees because of money. All in all, solve the problem fundamentally should better help the women who are affected by the severe epidemic.
Compared to the government, organizations are more flexible and capable. In fact, the Waking Fund, a feminist organization in Taiwan, encourages women's rights advocacy and works to resolve issues of women's inequality. For example, it promotes childcare and long-term care as public responsibilities and subsidizes labor rights. Similarly, in order to eliminate gender inequality, organizations such as companies should implement systems that make it easier for women to work. For example, support for dual-earner families and telecommuting and shortened working hours should be enhanced.
After hearing the action plans of governments and organizations, you might be wondering, what can we, the students, actually do to make a difference?
In this age of advanced internet, we can use the power of the social media. We can share our thinking of gender equality on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just like Me Too, it's an anti-sexual harassment movement. Because of Me Too, people started to pay attention to the importance of gender equality.
And as students, maybe we're not able to make a lot of big movements, but we can still support SDG 5 gender equality by doing something may seem small but really important, such as making posters and share it to others.
We can share the importance of gender equality with our friends, family, and even our schools. And the most important is us, women and girls, to know our worth, so that we can be confident about ourselves and what we support.
Let's
Become stronger together. After listening to the above reports, you guys must have some personal ideas. However, action speaks louder than words. If there is no actions from everyone, then everything is just indulge in empty talk. Therefore, we call down everyone to put gender equality into practice. And start by yourself. This is the end of the report. Thank you for listening. Also, please don't forget to put your question on Slido. We will reply you as soon as possible.